I didn't last week. All right, you've made it to M3. Did everybody have a gorgeous weekend?
I did.
Yes.
It was so beautiful out. The
I'm sure you
kayaks
were
were
on the
in the
lake.
water.
I
Yeah,
knew you would be on the water. And
the
it's funny.
water.
So, Amber, I see you on. How funny was the last M3 and then all of a sudden the pool guy was outside your house?
Yeah, that was funny. That was
I
crazy.
loved how that happened. So, I'm sorry
Yeah.
to put you on the spot without telling you. Did you have
No
a
worries.
conversation with them or were you off and running like a crazy person?
Yeah, just because of the time of day, it was the school time. So,
Yep.
and yeah, they're just trying to get them to get it up and running. It's been going on since May 14th, so we have a little issue ourselves. So I got to make sure they're good first.
I appreciate that about you. I just thought it
Yes,
was hysterical
it
that
was.
the timing of it. So if you were on last week, we talked about valuable and needed services on the second half of the call. And we talked about pool vendors or different things that are in the market at the moment now. What is something somebody needs now or at the end of the season? Because unfortunately, in New England, we don't swim year round. And if you do, wow.
You're weird.
Yeah, well, I didn't say it.
I did.
So right after, Amber posted in our group that her pool guy was outside the house. So we thought it was hysterical. We all got a good giggle out of it at the region.
Oh, good.
So we're going to do the same thing after the social media today. We're going to go over our social media posts, where to find them, talk about them a little bit, but I'm going to launch a poll again, and Tiffany and I are going to work with you on the three remaining one pages or playbooks that we didn't choose from the previous one. When we get through all of them, then we will start with a new, fresh set of them. So, Tiffany, are you ready to get into our content for this month?
Let's do it.
And if you could kindly help me with the winner list while I'm sharing so I don't have to worry about copying and pasting, I would love it.
Maybe the person that's going to win has to have their camera on unless they're driving.
Oh, Tiffany's getting
Oh,
Oh, Tiffany's getting mean today. So new rules in M3. I guess you got to have your camera on. Okay. Please have pants and not be driving. Okay. Very important rules. Very important rules.
so
Thank you.
Brooke, before we go there, though, before we
Yes,
go
ma'am.
there,
Yes, ma'am.
June 30th. What does June 30th represent?
The end of quarter.
And what else? End of the half of the year, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we're there.
So when you're looking at what were you looking to accomplish, and there's all different levels of experience on this call, right? What were you looking to accomplish in 2024? We're halfway there. Is it time to reevaluate our business plan? Is it time to meet with a coach or a consultant, which could be anyone that knows real estate at a high level, and see if there is something you need to look at and do differently? This is your opportunity to readjust before we go into the second half of the year.
Final countdown. It's not the final countdown yet, but we are
Well, I
getting
just Googled, there's 30 weeks and 1 day left of 2024. And I had to Google that because I needed to know, based on my 2024 goals, what did I need to accomplish in the rest of the year? And it went from making X amount of a certain activity, I almost had to double it, because just like many of our agents, my goal wasn't where it needed to be by the time I hit June 30th.
And here's the thing. This is the time to readjust now. Don't
Right.
wait until end of Q3. You've got to do it now. So if you need help, please reach out to your leadership, reach out to us. We have the resources, we have the know-how. We want to make sure you're on track to hit your goals. Even better, if you don't know what your goals are, we would love to help you get there. All
And I
right.
won't ask you to raise your hand if you have a written business plan, because I
No,
already know that 83% of you do not have a written business plan, and you should be talking to your coach or to me, just saying. All right, go ahead. I'm done. I'm done on
okay.
my soapbox.
Okay.
Go
So
ahead,
Oh, was
Karina.
that one? So this is our day 15 protocol. If you think about it,
it is.
you know, so yeah.
Well, and
We're
here's my
halfway
deal.
done the
Right?
year.
See, now you had to bring it up again, right?
Oh
So
no.
now, like at the end of
What?
the day, are we in the real estate business or are we just playing?
We're in the real estate business.
Just ask. Right. Yeah, it is our 15th protocol.
I love that you said that.
All right, I'm done. Go ahead, Brooke.
That's okay. All right. Are you for sure? I mean, feel free to break in when I'm sharing and go over it. Like,
I might. We'll see.
It's
We'll
okay.
see what happens.
so it's a new month. It's my favorite month on the planet because it's my daughter's birthday outside of my birthday month. Little Miss Hope Robin turns 8 this
What
month,
day?
the 9th. Just like I'm the
My
9th,
son turned 17 on the 11th.
just like I'm the 9th, she's the 9th.
That's awesome.
It is. It's fun. Fun with numbers. All right. So new month, new document. I haven't linked it yet because you guys jump ahead and you try to do all the things ahead of time. I don't like that. So when you go back to May, it will be linked in the bottom after this call. You can always click the June button and get there. Boop. Okay. I'm food motivated. I've talked about this all the time. I call the menus what? Hamburg menus, meatballs. Food is easy for me to remember, and food is also one of the easiest things to talk about. There's no religion and there's no political charge around it. Food wins for engagement. And I wish he was on because this is our favorite thing to eat together, and it's cheese with Miss Jen Bovey. So Tuesday, June 4th is National Cheese Day. If you are lactose intolerant, there's cheese for you or there's a pill. Like there's ways to get it. And as a kid of the 80s, I grew up with Lunchables being launched. I'm just a big kid with big kid Lunchables now. Charcuterie is a dream for me. It is, what is the hashtag? Is it like girl dinner? It's girl dinner. I would live, Tiffany rooms with me. The amount of cheese
Yeah.
and crackers I go through at events is ridiculous. So, how many of you have a place near you that serves great cheese boards? I'm going to open up the chat, move it over so I can see. But do you have a place you like to go to get charcuterie, whatever you call it, cheese boards? We have a local place. Oh, good. Oh, good. Tracy's a cheeseaholic here too. Woo woo. We have a place in Wilmington called Tre Mezzo, where in front of you they have the big machine and they're slicing the prosciutto and all the different meats fresh for your cheese board, and it's always a seasonal cheese. Oh my god! And pickles. It's so. Can you tell I love this? Can you tell I'm excited about this? There is a inner child from the 80s and 90s who adores Lunchables, who's grown up, that's going to react to the post the same way I am. So Tiffany, you're a reader on my Facebook group and you comment something. What are you going to comment on my post?
I'm going to share with you what my last cheese plate was.
Are you going to share a picture?
Absolutely, because I take pictures of all my food.
My poor husband. I'm like, no, hold on.
No, don't touch it.
Don't touch it. Gotta take a picture.
Yes, absolutely. My kids are like, really? Did you do that when you were my age? I was like, no, I didn't have the opportunity. Just saying.
Somebody gave me a fantastic gift, and it's this little box of cheese board flashcards, and it's by theme or flavors, and you pick the card, and on the back it has all the ingredients. It is my most favorite gift, and they got me a bunch of cheese boards of different sizes to go with it. Oh my gosh, what a great gift. So yes, people are going to comment, and you're going to say, great, do they have seasonal boards? Do you go often? Do you have a link where I could check it out? This is the perfect opportunity to go back and forth. And then what's our favorite thing we get out of this?
That's what I'm
Text.
saying. What are you going to do with this information is the big question.
So I'm your buyer. I'm your seller. You find out that I'm a giant child who loves Lunchables and cheese boards. Do you think you're going to get me the picture of my house that I closed on?
Please don't.
Please don't. This is where you can shine and do the cheese board and do a gift to go make cheese board classes or do all the fun things and make a basket of the cheese board stuff. There's so many things you can do. This is one of my favorite ones. And as always, ridiculous hashtags. Do not leave the hashtags out. They're important. They act like keywords. All right, ready? Ready for Tuesday? Because it's more food. Well, kinda. It's what you put on the food. And it's ketchup. Ketchup has its own day. Ketchup has its own day. In my house, we go through discussing quantities of ketchup because I have a small child who doesn't just dip. She scoops and spoons with whatever vehicle that she is dunking in the ketchup, and we call it dunk dunk. She's always called it dunk dunk. It's ketchup. That's the only thing that's dunk dunk in our house. So you're gonna ask, And tell me this is not the cutest image. It reminds me of like going to Johnny Rockets where they are ketchup artists and they make you a little face on the plate when they give you your French fries. I take the baby there a lot. But what's your favorite food to slather with ketchup? Do you eat it? Put it in the chat. Are you a ketchup person? Do you need to hide the flavor? Or do you just love it? Or do you love a gourmet one like a sriracha ketchup? Oh, I'm all about spicy. So a good sriracha ketchup in my world rocks. A little spice. Spice it up. So are you, who, no? Sandra, no? You don't like the ketchup? Oh, anything you can dip. I love ketchup. Yes, yes, yes. You're in good company with my daughter. She will get up off the table though if the ketchup is empty and go find the nearest server and be like, can I have a new one? Can I have a fresh one? She has no, she's not shy at all. If you've eaten with her with us, you know that. All right. And then for this or that, it is barbecue season. One of my favorite things this weekend is when you're driving around, you can smell the charcoal, you can smell the grills, you can smell the fire pits out there. I grill year round. Not everybody does that. So now, this or that Thursday is about the iconic. When you think of barbecue, there are two iconic foods. It's either hamburgers or hot dogs. And now I'm not saying they have to have meat or no meat or whatever. I'm just saying burgers in general. So however you burger, which one is more iconic? Put it in the chat. Do you consider hot dogs to be the most iconic barbecue food? Or is it burgers? I love a good burger. I do love hot dogs as well. Hot dogs. What else? Are we burgers? Are we like big gourmet burgers? Oh yeah, pasta salad. Somebody wrote burgers and pasta salad. A lot of hot dogs. A lot of hot dogs.
Not on the list, but cheddarwurst.
But that could be a hot dog. It's a sausage type casing thing you throw in a bun. I don't even know what that is. You'll have to text me what that is. Yes, a good cheeseburger. Again, it's cheese week, right? It's cheese day. Cheese, ketchup, barbecue. They all go together. You can say both, but you're supposed to pick one. It's called this or that, not these or those. It's this or that. So this week, again, tons and tons of tags, tons of engagement, tons of things you can start to say, I would love that recipe. If somebody says I make my own ground veggies for my veggie burgers, I would love that recipe. I wouldn't. Maybe somebody else would, and ask for it. You never know who's going to need a ground veggie burger mix. Tiffany, anything to add about this week in social media and why it is so important to be consistent on social media?
Well, number one, you have to be approachable. If you have real estate breath, you're not approachable. And I like real estate breath, so I have to balance it out. I don't call it commission breath because it's not commission breath, it's real estate breath.
It is. It is.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, like if we were going to do a neighborhood block party, the information we just talked about would be fun conversations to have because we're really engaging and we know our people.
The other thing is if you're really good at social media and you're playing with things like reels or different things, you can add these polls. You can play with these things to get more engagement. Get in touch with your database. We learned last week that nobody cares about real estate and you until you make them, because not everybody in your world is ready to buy, sell, invest, or basically transact. So how do we keep them in your net? How do we keep them in your world if they're not ready, but all you're spewing are real estate facts and data and just sold, just listed, happy buyers, right? Those things are important and we need to do those, but we need to figure out the mix of engaging things that have nothing to do with real estate, but everything, because we're like ninjas with data.
Mm-hmm.
Ninjas, right? If you've been with us for years, you know that this is like secret data ninja moves. It's giving you all the info if you get on and you interact with your people that you need to know. Make sure you copy it into your CRM, you put it wherever your notes are, you add the right tags, and you make sure people are on smart plans and follow-up plans. All right, Tiffany, do you have a winner That's
I
Cam-
had a winner and then their camera went off. So then
Oh
I
no.
know it's so rough, that human being. Sorry.
Hold on,
so sad.
everybody, I'm giving you 1 minute to put your cameras on.
Not
and
a minute, 15
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
seconds.
No, and in that minute,
Up. IBS, you were eating. I know why you turned your camera off.
So what you won this week, and here's my rule with books. When you win a book, if you already have it, say thank you. When you get the book, put a little note in it and gift it to somebody who could use this book. And you got Your First Home, which is the book that we give to everybody who is buying a home when we do our home buyer seminars. This is a wonderful, wonderful book. I gave out 8 last week. 8. So this is an important book. So Abby, I will get it to you in the office. I'm coming to visit in June for a panel, so I'll have it with me in my backpack for you. And again, if you want to gift it to someone, gift it to someone.
I've
Congratulations.
been waiting for a copy. I've been waiting to see a copy laying around.
There you go. So I'm going to make a note and then I will bring it.
Thanks so much,
Good job
guys.
turning your camera back on.
Yeah.
Don't punish me for eating a healthy apple. I look
No, I
like
know.
like a horse.
We're all a big family here at KW New England. We eat together all the time. We're always breaking bread. I mean, just do it on camera. Just do it on camera. Nobody's watching. This is recorded. No.
But only you're recorded.
Yeah.
Only
Should I
the person
pin her?
talking is recorded.
Should I pin her?
No,
I'm
please
just
don't.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So I just got a great question in the chat. Where's this playbook? So these go out every week in an email from the region, and they're posted in our Facebook page. So if you're not on our Facebook page, they usually go up by the end of this call, within an hour, half hour, hour after this call. And then you can go ahead and copy and paste and schedule this. I always say book the last 30 minutes after this call for the time to implement whatever we talk about. Because if you're not time blocked, you're not going to implement it. So take a minute and get at least 3 engaging social media posts up. And if that's all you do, you're winning. You're winning social media by just having 3. Okie dokie. Questions about this week's stuff before I launch the poll and we get into our 1-pagers and playbooks. I'll give you a minute. These are so fun. So fun. Okie dokie. I'm going to launch a poll. If you're driving, you probably won't see it. If you're on your
And if
phone,
you're driving, don't interact.
yeah, please don't. And let's see. Let me stop recording.